as we've grown, we've been able to maintain that really employee-centric and values-based culture, and it doesn't happen by accident.
Well, we've been working with Nebula for 10 years now. I always am looking for humans. You are always unlocking our situations because you can put the focus and the expertise in there. Expertise is another one that's been mentioned many times. And the human part, also I want to mention that this humble approach, I don't know if it's understood well enough, but this is, you are dealing with people, it's not blah 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 people, it's people that really can have a conversation and solve this.
As Nebula have been working with us over the last 5 years, it allows me to expose more of the team's relationship we currently have with Nebula without having to regurgitate the information over and over again. They already understand the detail, they understand the length and breadth of the organisation, their understanding of our operational model, our growth, our vision. All of that's been beneficial, and it allows us to really have confidence in a partner who understands the organisation. Since stepping into my current role, Nebula's been a real key benefit because where I've had to hand over a lot of responsibilities to other members of the team, I'm not having to necessarily educate them to the same degree as a potential new startup. Nebula are able to bring them up to speed on how the technology works, what the vision for the business was, what the strategy is, and how we're going to develop that into a more well-rounded piece of equipment or tooling for the company to function on. It's been a gradual relationship that's turned into a friendship. It's not just a client supplier relationship. It's become more of an extension of us as a team, and it's been enjoyable. I personally would always recommend Nebula, and I have done in the past on multiple occasions, and I'll continue to. Great bunch of people. Educating us as an organisation, Nebula have taken us on that journey to help us manage that. The amount of information that we're receiving, opportunities that we're seeing, tracking, leads, along with all the reporting as well. It's been critical for the business to scale to the size it is now, that we had a good partner to do that with, and Nebula have done that.
Well, I was pleasantly surprised here. It's been 7 years, and I think the reason why I say I'm surprised is because it's gone so smoothly in an industry which continues to go through so much change and things that externally impact us geopolitically. Nebula's been a constant and has certainly been with us throughout the entire journey, and also technology has been hugely rapidly changing, and you guys have been absolutely at the forefront of that and has steered that ship very steadily for us, so I'm very grateful, and as I say, hence why that time has absolutely flown by. I think really ensuring that you are really a part of our business and certainly a part of my team as well, and I think that's something we've set out to embed from day one. Having people in the building working with us, knowing that there's a strong relationship where my team and I can step away and have that trust again that you are engaging with our stakeholders globally, and they have direct relationship with you as well. That is hugely valuable to support your day job. Trust and honesty. I think we work with huge technology vendors, and I think with that change comes not always the most direct answer we'd always be looking for. I have always relied on Nebula to give, tell me how it is really. If you think about Agentforce, CDPs and Data 360, all these new capabilities, I'm absolutely looking to you guys to help give us guidance on where we should be going and kind of bring some calmness to what has been quite a chaotic period of change for us. So I think the relation more recently has evolved in a really positive way. An industry, particularly technology, business and acquisition, and Salesforce more than anyone are great at doing that. You have really positioned yourselves as specialists in those key areas, which is why I've always seen a very strong, bright, resilient future working with you guys. So absolutely, I think we're on that right momentum and right direction. I'm looking forward to it.
We have focused a lot on our process improvement, and Nebula has played a part in defining what that would look like. And in the last couple of years, with all of the technology choices that we needed to make, we have found that our colleagues in Nebula would give us advice as well as hopefully unbiased solutions to our problems. It also helps when we know what else is going to come So this is where you would tell us what is in the pipeline, for instance, and whether whatever we're doing now will align with with Salesforce roadmap.
Yeah.
So we won't make investments somewhere that are just not going to pay off in the long run. I would like to celebrate more instead of waiting for something big to happen, because there's equally as much work as it goes into the little things as the big things, and it's good to have you as a partner in that change.
Trust and honesty.
I love how my teammates and the employees at Nebula are so flexible and yet so supporting.
So when I joined the consultancy department, I was coping with how to talk to the customer, about how to solve the tasks, and it was quite overwhelming for me. And at NetFest last year, we spoke with my colleagues and I got so much support and empowerment that really made me grow and continue the journey.
I could plan and work around my schedule, but also remain productive at the same time. I don't think it's just a policy, but it's in a way it's empowering Nebula's employees to be flexible, but also work at their best, how they could perform their best.
So I was recently working with a customer for a Tableau Next project, and the way that Nebula collaborated with this customer was just really good to see how open and honest we were, making sure that we built the best solution for the customer, but made sure that they understood the reasoning behind that as well.
So one of the first things that I wanted to chat to you around was how the majority of our customers are in this kind of mid-market space. We do work with global enterprise businesses and we do work with small businesses, but one of the areas we're finding that our customers are really feeling the squeeze is in this kind of mid-market customers who are big enough to have logistical challenges and technology challenges, but they're not in that startup phase where they, anything goes. So what are the main things you're hearing from your customers in that space?
I actually think from a mid-market perspective, it's one of the more exciting spaces to be in at the moment. Yes, there are challenges. I think everybody knows there are economic challenges. The pace of technology can be really hard to keep up with. But at the same time, those things that you talk about there in terms of the sort of company size and speed, they, in a lot of cases, still have that agility to move like a small, medium business, but also to accelerate that need to accelerate into becoming a big business. So that means that they can move quite fast with some of those opportunities. They're not burdened by some of the red tape that you see in enterprise customers where everything has to be signed off. There's lots and lots of checks and balances. They still exist, of course, but actually there's a bit more risk appetite to take a chance on a new project, to build AI into their infrastructure from the ground up, rather than having to sort of replace everything that already exists today. Things
that are preventing people from getting into AI, in the Salesforce case, that's Agentforce and Data 360.
Yep.
The things aren't necessarily technological barriers, they are barriers with change, and actually what our customers are asking from us is much more around helping them, before the project's even got to hands on stage, before it's even got to build, there's just a much bigger step in terms of planning out things like target operating models, the business strategy, the team that's going to be required for these things. And I think one of the things I'm most looking forward to about 2026 is absolutely NetFest, as always.
Yes. How have we not talked about this yet?
So as always, this summer we will be going away with all of our Nebula colleagues just to celebrate our successes. And it goes back to something I was saying earlier, is I would love to see us celebrating our wins a little bit more and recognising the hard work that we've done.
Yes.
And NetFest is the absolute pinnacle of that for me.
Recently, Revenue Cloud's been the big one with the change from CPQ to Revenue Cloud. We've done, multiple Revenue Cloud projects, including moving from CPQ to Revenue Cloud. So it's getting customers on those sort of new exciting products where there's a lot more to work with. So AI is going to be involved a lot with Revenue Cloud. There's so many different use cases. It's finding those that I guess are right and work for our customers. So there's a lot that it can do. It's just finding out what it is that's best for a business?
The key is having open and honest communication, I would say. So always being open with the customer, you know, trying to be upfront about any risks or issues that you see coming up, any considerations with everything as well. Just being as open as you can, so that it avoids any surprises, and then that kind of builds the trust with them as well, because they know that, you know, you've got their best interest at heart, and you know, you're doing the best for them. Not to solutionise one-on-one calls with customers, and actually listen to what the problem is, you know, what it is customers are trying to achieve. And I think on the back of that, the second one is listening is really important. Being able to actually sit there and listen and take in what someone's telling us, and then we can go in, fix the problem and provide a great solution.
What's your favourite thing about working with them then?
The people.
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 The best thing are the people.